Chapter 14 The Most Terrifying and Strange Enemy, Uchiha Izuna. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 2 against 1. That's not exactly a fair fight, is it? Uchiha Izuna said to Naruto and Sasuke with a faint, teasing smile. Humph, there's no such thing as fair on the battlefield, Sasuke, with his six-tomo Rinnegan, retorted coldly, facing Izuna alongside Naruto of the Six Paths. Is that so? Izuna replied, a hint of amusement in his voice. Sasuke, don't let your guard down. We need to keep our distance, Naruto warned, eyeing Izuna warily. The mysterious death of Senju Tobirama had put them on edge, especially with the unknown power of the Yuechi. Both Naruto and Sasuke were hypervigilant, staying at least 50 meters away from Izuna. Ha! Izuna chuckled, a chilling edge to his tone, then, whoosh Izuna, observing Naruto and Sasuke from across the distance, allowed his Sharingan to evolve into the Rinnegan. Seeing the shift in Izuna's eyes, Naruto and Sasuke became even more cautious. Naruto, get ready, Sasuke said, preparing to use his Rinnegan's MaleProtagonist to swap positions. His plan was to yank Izuna into the air, leaving him vulnerable to a combined attack, but... Rinnegan reflection. Izuna activated his Rinnegan technique first, instantly. Izuna's Rinnegan shimmered like a mirror, reflecting Naruto and Sasuke's images. Then, the reflections emerged from the mirror into reality. Two balls of blue energy materialized, rippling the space around them. What the heck is that? Naruto wondered aloud. Behind them, countless ninjas, temporarily away from the main conflict, looked on with confusion. Sasuke, one eye a Rinnegan and the other a Sharingan, tried to analyze the energy, but couldn't decipher its nature, until, poof the blue energy solidified into two figures standing before them. What? Naruto, Sasuke, and everyone else gasped in disbelief. Before them stood perfect mirror images. A Rinnegan Sasuke and a Six Paths Naruto. Suddenly, two identical versions of themselves were on the field. What kind of jutsu is that? Tsunade, watching from the sidelines, frowned deeply, then. Now this is fair, Izuna, his lavender Rinnegan eyes gleaming, grinned, gazing at the reflected versions of Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto. Sasuke was stunned, staring at his doppelganger before glancing at the real Naruto beside him. Hearing this, Naruto, initially taken aback, clenched his fist. They're just copies, Sasuke. We take them down. A magnetic release Rasengan, charged with sealing power, materialized in his hand. At almost the same time, black Chidori crackled in Sasuke's Rinnegan hand. Then, whoosh Sasuke used a MaleProtagonist to pull the reflected Naruto clone toward them. Rinnegan Sasuke, Naruto, Six Paths Naruto, coming. The black Chidori and the magnetic release Rasengan were about to strike their target, however, at the last second. Whoosh the real Naruto vanished, then, clang The clone blocked Sasuke's black Chidori with a seeking orb staff, and on the opposite side, clang Naruto suddenly appeared in front of the Sasuke clone and, just in time, deflected the clone's Chidori with his Rasengan. What the? Both Naruto and Sasuke exclaimed in surprise. Even the onlookers were speechless. The clones possessed almost the exact same abilities as them. A MaleProtagonist, seeking orb staffs, black Chidori, even the variations of Rasengan that Naruto knew. Sasuke had used a MaleProtagonist to swap positions with the Naruto clone, but the Sasuke clone had then swapped places with the real Naruto, pulling him to the other side. Damn it! Naruto glared at Sasuke, who was now facing the wrong opponent. Then. Yuechi. Thunk. Naruto was suddenly within 30 meters of Izuna. The Manjikyu Sharingan Special Eye technique was activated. Instantly, even the powerful Naruto in Six Paths Sage Mode succumbed to the attack. Just like Senju Tobirama, he felt the blood in his body freeze solid. He felt like he'd been turned into an ice statue. The Six Paths chakra prevented death, but Naruto was paralyzed. The Sasuke clone seized the opportunity, his black Chidori crackled menacingly. He lunged to kill Naruto in one blow. At the crucial moment, Whoosh Sasuke, still engaged with the Naruto clone, used MaleProtagonist again to save Naruto. He created distance between himself and the clone. But, Whoosh Clone Sasuke appeared where the real Sasuke had been using MaleProtagonist. The distance limit for the jutsu was reached. Continuing the attack, he lunged at Sasuke. His attack was too fast for Sasuke, who was carrying Naruto away with him, in that split second. Dust release, detachment of the primitive world technique. Anoki, now wielding a fraction of the Six Paths power, intervened. A blast of dust release force slammed into the clones, forcing them to halt their pursuit. Whoosh Namake's Minato arrived using the Flying Thunder God technique and grabbed Naruto. They safely returned to the Ninja Alliance. Tsunade rushed forward to examine Naruto. Sasuke, panting, stared at Izuna, who looked so much like him. With a mix of fear and respect, Sasuke realized, among all of the enemies, the one with the strangest, most dangerous abilities, and the most difficult to deal with, was actually Uchiha Izuna. Chapter 15 Reverse Infinite Tsukuyomi. You are listening at novelfull.audio. How? The so-called Ninja Alliance technique? Is that all you've got? Izuna mimicked his brothers, crossing his arms, a cold, arrogant look on his face as he stared down at the two Nezusas, the Kages wielding fragments of the Sage of Six Paths power, and the countless ninjas of the allied forces. Ants, he sneered, his Rinnegan eyes filled with disdain for the ninja coalition. Seeing this, the reactions were immediate. Damn it! Asshole! Don't get cocky. Gaara, Tsunade, Mei-Terumi, the Raikage, and countless other ninjas were consumed by anger. The Raikage was ready to explode, wanting to charge forward in his Thunder Escape Chakra mode and tear Izuna apart. Raikage, wait! Just in time, Naruto, having recovered with Tsunade's help, intervened. Everyone, don't engage him at close range. It's suicide. Naruto stared intently at Izuna. He'd nearly been killed by Izuna's Mangekyo Sharingan technique, blood chife. All the blood in his body had almost frozen solid. Unless you'd experienced it, you couldn't grasp the terrifying feeling of being so close to death. Plus, Izuna's reincarnation eye technique, Seiken, was just plain bizarre. This guy Izuna was incredibly powerful and his abilities were weird. Naruto then explained what it felt like to be hit by blood chife. Finally, Raikage and the others understood just how dangerous Izuna was. Damn it! The Raikage said, clenching his fist in frustration. They had just received a piece of the Sage of Six Paths power, but were now being held back by Izuna, afraid to even approach him. This was humiliating. Utterly humiliating. Lord Raikage, even if we can't get close, the Ninja Alliance still has long-range ninjutsu. Tsukuyomi Anoki floated over, patting the Raikage's shoulder. For now, long-range attacks are our best bet. We need to keep our distance, Sasuke agreed, nodding. But Sasuke, there are two of our clones on the other side. Maintaining that distance might be tricky, Naruto said, frowning. It doesn't matter, together, we can handle anything. Tsunade, standing beside Hashirama, shouted. Hashirama glanced at his granddaughter, a hint of pride in his eyes. He then used his wood release, instantly encasing Tobirama in protective trees. Then, he clasped his hands together, entering Sage Mode. Everyone, please stand back. Hashirama glanced at Tsunade and the others before speaking. He was about to unleash something massive. Grandpa, Tsunade looked at Hashirama one last time, nodding firmly. The next instant, swish 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 swish, countless ninjas retreated, creating distance between themselves and Hashirama. So, Sage Art, would release, true several thousand hands. Hashirama unleashed his chakra, natural energy, and the power of the Sage of Six Paths. Boom kaka kaka, the colossal thousand-armed Buddha materialized. Finally, in a blaze of power, the thousand-armed Buddha towered over the landscape at over 1,800 meters. The sheer size of it even caught the attention of the two Six Paths Madaras, and the Otsutsuki brothers, Indra and Azura, who were battling elsewhere. They all turned to stare at the thousand-armed Buddha that Hashirama had unleashed. This guy. Izuna was stunned by Hashirama's power. Is this the true power of the legendary ninja god? Many ninjas were shocked. Grandpa. Tsunade stared in disbelief. Just as I'd expect, his power is amazing, Sarutobi Hiruzen said with awe. Hashirama had stunned everyone. The next second, boom 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 boom, countless wooden hands slammed towards Izuna. Izuna ordered the two Saikanti and Nezusa to intercept the hands. He was retreating, for the moment. Saikanti and Mingzwa unleashed their own attacks, Susanoo. Various powerful spiral shurikens. But the constant barrage of wooden hands overwhelmed them both. Then, Saiken's power limit seemed to be reached, and the clone Nezusa vanished. All the wooden hands were now aimed at Izuna. Super Shinra Tensei. Izuna, after retreating, unleashed his Rinnegan's power. Boom! A massive shockwave slammed into the wooden hands. Bankakaka. Countless hands splintered and were destroyed. But Hashirama's power was endless. The wooden hands kept coming. Even Super Shinra Tensei couldn't destroy them all. Finally, Izuna summoned the orbs of seeking truth, creating a circular shield around himself. Boom boom boom, the wooden hands slammed into the shield, making loud noises, also at this moment. Dust release. Lava release. Spiral shuriken. Thunder release. Tailed beast bomb. The two Nezusas, the Kages, and the 9-tailed beasts, with their power of the 6 paths, moved in to help Hashirama. The result, boom 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 boom, the orbs of seeking truth couldn't withstand the bombardment. They shattered, layer by layer. Chen Yiban said, Hashirama, you're impressive. To wield such power with just a fragment of the Sage of 6 Paths is amazing. But Izuna's power goes far beyond that. Chen Yiban smiled knowingly. Just then, the shield of orbs of seeking truth was shattered, revealing Izuna. He now wore a 6 Paths cloak, black Magatama runes on the collar and sleeves, and wielded a 6-path Shikujo. His Rinnegan eyes had evolved into 6 Tomo Rinnegan. On his forehead, a 9 Tomo Rinne Sharingan had appeared. Seeing this, how is this possible? Naruto, Sasuke, and everyone else were stunned. How could another 10-tails Jinchuriki appear? Just then, bang! Azura was sent flying by Indra, crashing into the mountainside. Azura, we are no longer equals. Indra now wore the 6 Paths cloak. His eyes were the 9 Tomo Rinne Sharingan. What? The Otsutsuki brothers were shocked by the changes in Izuna and Indra. But because of a slip, he was knocked away by 2 6-spotted shadows and crashed into the boulder. Afterwards, the 4 10-tailed Jinchuriki, 6 Paths Madara, 6 Paths Madara, 6 Paths Izuna, and 6 Paths Indra, gathered. Reverse Infinite Tsukuyomi. Times 4. Jing. Chapter 16 Chen Yiban, Substitution. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Seeing Indra and Uchiha Izuna both become 10-tailed Jinchuriki, Naruto, Sasuke, Hagoromo, Hamura, and the others were stunned. 4 10-tails Jinchuriki were gathered together. Then, all 4 simultaneously chanted. Reverse Infinite Tsukuyomi, that the 2 6 Paths Madara, 6 Paths Indra, and 6 Paths Izuna simultaneously performed the hand seals on the moon, ****. Immediately, the 9 Tomo Rinne Sharingan on their foreheads erupted with immense power, bathing the world in blood-red moonlight. Looks like this is the end of the line, Chen Yiban said with a slow smile as he watched from a large, flat rock, and sure enough, the ninjas who had just escaped the infinite Tsukuyomi once again fell into its grasp, their eyes rippling with the Rinnegan. The roots of the divine tree snaked out, once again binding the victims into mummy-like postures, hanging them from the giant tree, trapped in the dream of infinite Tsukuyomi. But Kakashi, Tsunade, Hashirama, Anoki, Terumi Mei, and others who had obtained the 6 Paths Sage's power remained unaffected. Madara, the roots of the divine tree will turn everyone trapped in the infinite Tsukuyomi into white Zetsu, Naruto exclaimed. Do you really want to destroy this world? He glared at the 2 6 Paths Madara, aghast at the fate of the trapped ninjas. One of the 6 Paths Madara coldly responded, don't get it wrong. We're using the reverse infinite Tsukuyomi, that the second Madara added, think of it as the infinite Tsukuyomi with the program flipped. Instead of the divine tree draining people, it'll absorb energy from the earth and air to nourish everyone within the infinite Tsukuyomi. A crazy smile spread across his face. People trapped in the reverse infinite Tsukuyomi won't die or become white Zetsu. They'll live forever in a beautiful dream, a place without losers, war, death, or pain. That he pointed his six-path staff at the remaining warriors. You should enter this sweet dream too. A world without death, war, or losers, isn't that wonderful? And I, Madara, will be alone, enduring eternal loneliness, protecting each and every one of you inside. Naruto, Sasuke, Hagoromo, Hamura, Kakashi, Tsunade, and the others were shocked. Madara, you've completely lost it, Hashirama said, stunned by his former friend's choice, even feeling a hint of sympathy at the thought of Madara's eternal solitude. Madara, no matter how beautiful the dream, it's still a lie. Naruto stepped forward. It's not real. What is false? What is real? One of the Madara retorted, his three eyes fixed on Naruto. How do you define reality and fiction? How can you be sure your previous world was real? How do you even know you aren't all trapped in the infinite Tsukuyomi right now? Naruto was speechless. Madara, this is pointless. True peace shouldn't be found in dreams, but realized in reality, Hagoromo pleaded. Father, I'd be even happier if you didn't enter the infinite Tsukuyomi, Indra suddenly declared, his three eyes filled with murderous intent. Because I want to kill you myself, Hagoromo sighed, looking at Indra in his ten-tailed Jinchuriki form. Brother, we have to stop them, Hamura insisted, still convinced that the infinite Tsukuyomi would only destroy the world. Let's defeat them together and rescue everyone trapped inside. Reikage AI declared, clenching his fists. If I'm going to get married, I want it to be in reality, Terumi Mei said with a relieved smile. The dream of infinite Tsukuyomi was too beautiful, almost frighteningly so. You. One of the Madara began, looking at their stubborn resistance. You want to die dancing? I can make that happen, the two Madara glared, their murderous intent palpable. Since they refused to enter the infinite Tsukuyomi, then to prevent them from destabilizing the reverse infinite Tsukuyomi, they would have to die, the sound of gentle footsteps echoed from behind the two six-paths Madara, Indra, and Izuna. They turned to see Chen Yiban, who had been watching from the sidelines, slowly approaching, could he be planning to intervene at the last moment? They all wondered, the others, including Hagoromo, Hamura, Naruto, and Sasuke, watched with nervous anticipation as Chen Yiban walked between them and the four Madara. As Chen Yiban drew closer, the two six-paths Madara, Indra, and Izuna subconsciously yielded the center position. Before they could ask anything, Chen Yiban spoke, a wicked smile on his face. Next. Substitute, swoop star. In an instant, six paths runes, black tomo, erupted everywhere on Chen Yiban, including his outer coat, the seeking orbs, his staff, and the sleeves and collar of his coat, Ching star. A Rinne Sharingan with 9 golden tomo, different from the others, appeared on Chen Yiban's forehead between his eyebrows. His 6 tomo Rinnegan eyes transformed into a pair of stunning azure-purple 9 tomo Rinnegan. Chapter 17 Invincible. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This power. Naruto of the 6 paths, Sasuke with the Rinnegan, Tsunade, Mei Terumi, Gaara, Kakashi, and all the other ninjas touched by the Sage of 6 Paths power watched the ten-tailed Jinchuriki form appear, utterly shocked. Even Hagoromo and Hamura, the sage's own brothers, stared in disbelief and uncertainty at this version of Madara. This power, it's even crazier than Kagaya's. Naruto exclaimed, sensing the immense force radiating from him. It's not just the chakra, Sasuke added, his Rinnegan eyes narrowed. Even his eye power, it's on a whole different level than the Madara we know. Chen Yiban's unique 3 eyes, the golden Magatama Rinne Sharingan and a pair of 9 Magatama Rinnegan, sent shivers down Sasuke's spine. The sheer aura of those eyes, it was terrifying, compared to Kagaya's chakra and eye power, or even the Madara 6 paths, Indra 6 paths, and Izuna 6 paths standing across the battlefield. Chen Yiban was in a different league. Kakashi, Tsunade, Inoki, the Reikage, Terumi Mei, Gaara, and the other powerful ninjas, all recipients of the Sage of Six Paths gifts, could feel the overwhelming chakra emanating from Chen Yiban. A primal fear washed over them, raising goosebumps on their arms. This guy. Even the various Madaras from different timelines were stunned. They knew he'd be strong, but this strong? The unique 9 golden Magatama Rin-Ash Sharingan and a pair of 9 Magatama Rinnegan were unlike anything Madara had ever seen. Those 3 eyes alone were baffling. And the sheer magnitude of chakra was enough to scare everyone on the battlefield witless. He's gotten even stronger, thought Madara, Indra, and Izuna simultaneously. Ha! I think I can feel it. You're afraid. Chen Yiban said, his 3 eyes, 1 reincarnation Sharingan with 9 golden Magatama, and a pair of 9 Magatama reincarnation eyes, gleaming with a chilling sneer. He surveyed the remaining powerhouses, the Otsutsuki brothers, Naruto, Sasuke, and the rest. A power even more terrifying than Mother's. Hamura muttered, awestruck. Chen Yiban continued, I'll give you 2 a choice. 1. Willingly enter the infinite Tsukuyomi. 2. Dance with me, and then, embrace your deaths. Dozens of truth-seeking balls materialized behind him, a little late to the party. When they finally stopped appearing, there were 49 of them. Adding the 6-path Shikujo in his hand, that made a grand total of 50 truth-seeking balls. This meant that Chen Yiban possessed at least the power of the 5-headed ten-tailed sacred tree. No wonder he'd forced the evolution of the black Magatama Eye of the Moon into a golden Magatama Super Eye of the Moon. He'd absorbed at least 5 ten-tails, amplified the pupil power of at least 5 Eyes of the Moon, and fused them into that golden monstrosity. With a thought, Chen Yiban combined the 49 truth-seeking balls into 9. 49 black orbs floating around was a bit much, anyway. Ruined the aesthetic. 9 felt just right, and at that moment, confronted with Chen Yiban's choices, Hamura took a step forward, but before he could speak, Chen Yiban's 9 Magatama reincarnation eyes narrowed slightly, and a wave of terrifying gravity instantly crushed everyone present. It was the Rinnegan technique, Moon God, that Indra had used. Chen Yiban could do it too. Boom! The range was wider, the gravity even more intense. The Otsutsuki brothers, Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, Hashirama, everyone was forced to their knees. The ground beneath them cracked and crumbled under the immense pressure. It felt like being crushed under a mountain. Looking around, they saw that the mummified people trapped in the infinite Tsukuyomi were completely unaffected. Chen Yiban's Moon God wasn't just stronger than Indra's, it was far more precise. The super-gravity seemed to target only the awake Otsutsuki brothers, Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Hashirama. Everywhere else was untouched. This guy. Indra grumbled inwardly. The Rinnegan technique he'd unlocked, and someone else was using it better. That stung. Chen Yiban turned his gaze to Hamura, who had tried to speak. Think carefully before you speak. Damn it. Hamura cursed, struggling to stand. Hagoromo, beside him, was in the same predicament. Chen Yiban's Moon God was far stronger than Indra's. And it seemed he'd singled out the Otsutsuki brothers for special treatment, doubling the gravity on them. Seeing the anger and defiance in their eyes, Chen Yiban said, in that case. Rinnegan, Amenotajikara / Heavenly Hand Power, **swish, star, from across the battlefield. Chen Yiban instantly teleported the Raikage AI, who had been the most vocal in his anger, directly to his side, immediately following, **puff, star. Bloodline limit, dust release, detachment of the primitive world / particle style, atomic dismantling jutsu. Before the Raikage could even react to the pain, he was instantly reduced to ash. First. Chen Yiban's 3 eyes glinted with cold satisfaction. Chapter 18 Chen Yiban, then, kill them all. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hiss, right before my eyes, Raikage AI, hit by the ashes of shared killing, instantly crumbled like dust. Chen Yiban's ashes of shared killing wielded the power of annihilation to steal life, making it even more terrifying than anything Kagaya Otsutsuki could do. The moment it connects, your ash. Gone. Uncle Raikage. Lord Raikage, trapped under the crushing gravity of the Rinnegan, Moon God, Naruto, Inoki, Tsunade, and the others could only watch helplessly as Raikage AI died. You bastard. Naruto, in six-path sage mode, glared at the three-eyed Chen Yiban. Ha! Chen Yiban simply smirked, a cruel edge to his expression. Since you refuse to accept the infinite Tsukuyomi and stand in my way. Fine. Then you die. Chen Yiban's cold, merciless face sent shivers down everyone's spines. This version of Madara felt more terrifying than the previous two six-paths Madaras. It wasn't just about power, it was about pure, unadulterated evil, and then, congratulations. You've unlocked a super achievement by killing Raikage AI, who possessed a portion of the six paths power, reward, a super achievement luck draw. Chen Yiban scored big by taking down Raikage AI. Come to think of it, if Hagoromo hadn't gifted the Raikage a sliver of six paths power, killing him would have only been a high-level achievement, right? So, was it almost time to thank the Sage of Six Paths, Hagoromo Otsutsuki? Meanwhile, the three-eyed Chen Yiban was itching to fuse the three, Ten-Tails sacred trees, in his system inventory with Kakashi and Tsunade right in front of him, then get back to the killing. Would that pump up the achievement points? Nah, forget it. Too much hassle. So. Anyone volunteering for the infinite Tsukuyomi now? Or. Who wants to be number 2? His three eyes scanned the crowd, all pinned down by the immense gravity of Moon God. Chen Yiban sneered, holding his six-path staff. Silence fell over them, each struggling against the crushing force. They were desperate to resist, to fight back. But Chen Yiban's power was overwhelming. The previous Madara, Izuna, and Indra were strong enough. Chen Yiban blew them all away. The raw chakra radiating from him was enough to make anyone's courage falter, especially since he'd subdued everyone, including the six-path sage, with a single, Rinnegan, Moon God, Tsunade, Terumi Mei, and the others felt a wave of shock and despair wash over them. At that moment, Madara, the sage of six paths, Hagoromo Otsutsuki, slowly pushed himself upright against the gravity, but before he could finish his sentence, Zing, Star, Chen Yiban's, Super Rinne Sharingan, emblazoned with 9 golden tomo on his forehead, focused its power, Imperial Center of Heaven, that he instantly banished Hagoromo and his younger brother Hamura from this world. At the same time, whoosh. Whoosh. Whoosh, star. 10 Rinnegan shadows, each with 1, golden tomo Rinne Sharingan, and a pair of 9 tomo Rinne eyes, materialized around Chen Yiban. Go to the Heavenly Palace dimension and deal with those two brothers. Chen Yiban's voice was like ice. Each of the 10 limbo shadows nodded in unison. They all used the golden tomo Rinne Sharingan on their foreheads to enter the Heavenly Palace dimension. Their mission: eliminate the Otsutsuki brothers. Afterward. Still haven't answered my question. Who's volunteering for the infinite Tsukuyomi? Or who wants to be the next idiot to die at my hands? Chen Yiban turned his gaze back to Naruto, Sasuke, Hashirama, and the others. Bastard! Naruto clenched his fists, his anger burning. He was already trying to break free from the Moon God's gravity. But the power Chen Yiban wielded was far beyond anything Indra had displayed. Even Naruto in six-path sage mode couldn't overcome the crushing force. Nearby, Minato was unable to activate the Flying Thunder God technique under the crushing gravity. But Sasuke, with his Rinnegan. Naruto. Sasuke. Naruto blinked, then immediately understood. He channeled every ounce of his chakra into a Raisin Shuriken, swish, star. In a flash, Sasuke used his Rinnegan Ameno Jikara to appear behind Chen Yiban. At the same moment Naruto launched his attack. Sasuke's Black Chidori and Naruto's Magnet Release Raisin Shuriken. Together, they were meant to strike Chen Yiban from behind. The hope was that even if they couldn't kill him, they could at least force him to release Moon God, right? But, clang, star. A limbo shadow materialized out of nowhere, intercepting both attacks, and thud, star. Another limbo shadow suddenly appeared behind Sasuke and Naruto, its ashes of shared killing, piercing through their bodies, then, stab, 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 star. 22, limbo shadows, joined in, stabbing the two with the ashes of shared killing. Naruto and Sasuke could only stare in disbelief, *kiss, star, their bodies began to crumble. I gave you your chance, Chen Yiban, surrounded by his 22 limbo shadows, holding the Six Paths staff, coldly watched as Naruto and Sasuke decayed. Barely a second or two passed. Before they could even speak, they were reduced to nothing. Naruto, Sasuke, Minato, Kakashi, Tsunade, Sakura, and the others cried out in despair. Madara. Hashirama glared at Chen Yiban, his anger palpable. Now. Ah. Chen Yiban smiled, a final, chilling expression, then. So, you all choose to die, is that it? Good. Limbo shadows. Kill them all, swish, 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 star. Before Chen Yiban could finish, 22, limbo shadows, activated, Amenotejikara, and pulled Hashirama and the others within range, thud, 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 star. Blood release, ashes killing all bones, massacre. Chapter 19. Please drink together. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Congratulations. You iced Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha, those precious little snowflakes, and scored 2 sweet achievements, new loot, double achievement lottery. Jackpot. You off 1,000-armed Hashirama, who was packing some 6 paths power, so here's your prize, new loot, super achievement lottery. Congrats on offing Anoki, who also had a piece of the 6 paths pie, congrats. Congrats. Current lottery ticket stash, basic achievement, 3. Mid-tier achievement, 2. High roller achievement, 7. Super achievement, 17. God tier achievement, 4. The ground was covered in ash, but Chen Yiban was rolling in it like Scrooge McDuck. For lotto tickets, Chen Yiban perked up at the sight of those 4 celestial draws, whoosh, 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 star. 10 wound tombs. Shadow clones materialized back from Heaven's royal center, each nodding to 6 paths. Chen Yiban. Translation: the Otsutsuki Bros were dealt with. That's how Chen Yiban figured out where those 4 sky-high lotteries came from, 2 precious snowflakes plus Otsutsuki Bros. This world's OG 6 paths. Madara sauntered over to 6 paths Chen Yiban, his eyes widened as he counted the will tunes swirling around Chen Yiban. A whopping 32. 10 freshly returned from the Heavenly Royal Center, plus the 22 already on escort duty. This world's Madara was buggin' out, kinda salty, too. This Chen Yiban dude was straight up OP. Someday, I'm gonna be better than you, time and space. Madara grumbled, turning up his nose. Both Madaras were feeling some type of way about Chen Yiban being the top dog. Ha, you've been saying that for, like, a decade. Chen Yiban chuckled. Madara was taken aback for a second and huffed, guess I'm just not cut out to hang with guys like you. Chen Yiban just smiled and let it go. Big bro, you're too strong, Uchiha Izuna beamed at Chen Yiban. Where's the old geezer? Indra asked, stepping forward. Dead, Chen Yiban said casually. Is that so? A flicker of regret crossed Indra's face. What a waste. I wanted to ice my old man myself. And Azura, too. Indra glared at Azura's ashes, his eyes gleaming with cold satisfaction. Rumble, rumble. Suddenly, the earth and sky trembled with a deafening roar. It was like the heavens themselves were throwing a fit. What's happening? Both 6 paths Madaras, Indra, Izuna, even Chen Yiban, were stumped. Then, the original story's main character has been killed. This world's heaven is angered. Initiate suppression. Suppressed. In a flash, the world was calm again. Ha! 6 paths. Chen Yiban scoffed. Chen Yiban was leveling up, and the system was keeping pace. The Naruto world's heaven. He could crush it like a bug. Whatever. Chen Yiban dismissed 6 paths mode, reverting to his normal state, turning to the 2 6 paths Madaras, Indra, and Izuna. He said, reverse infinite Tsukuyomi is complete, a flawless victory. Now it's your responsibility. You sure about this? Chen Yiban, back in his foundation Madara look, wearing the black robe, stared at the original Time and Space Madara. Of course. I've been mentally prepped for this for decades. Time and Space Madara said firmly. Good. Chen Yiban nodded. Time and Space Madara turned to the other Madara and said with a grin, "You're alright, for another version of me. I can dig it." Same here. Madara crossed his arms and grinned back. Ha! Chen Yiban roared with laughter. Putting a hand on Izuna's shoulder, he announced, "Let's find a place and grab a drink." Izuna's face lit up. "Alright, big bro." Madara scoffed, "Humph, you might not be able to outdrink me." Indra just shrugged. "Whatever." And so, the Time and Space Madaras eyed the folks dangling from the giant trees, caught in the reverse infinite Tsukuyomi. "Let's bounce." Time to get out of here. During the Exodus, 6 paths mode dissipated gradually and returned to normal. "Let's go, Izuna." Chen Yiban patted Izuna on the back and took off. "Yes." Uchiha Izuna followed close behind, his face wreathed in smiles. "Big bro." He called back to Madara behind him. "Comin'." Madara grinned slowly and flew after them. Last to move was Indra. Earth style, he channeled his chakra, using his ninjutsu to create an earth sarcophagus, embedding it with the ashes of Azura. It sank into the ground. Azura. It's over. Indra murmured to himself, *swish, star. He turned and vanished. Later, using their flight abilities, Chen Yiban and the others arrived in Konoha. They saw people trapped in the dream world of reverse infinite Tsukuyomi. Landing in Konoha, the group found a restaurant. Time to get lit. Chen Yiban, Madara, Izuna, and Indra, 5 people. Barely any food, just pure, unadulterated booze. 7 days and 7 nights they drank. On the 7th night, Chen Yiban clinked glasses with Indra, and then felt a little lightheaded. He hadn't bothered using his chakra to fight off the alcohol, so after a week straight of drinking, he was getting tipsy. "The other me, you're not much of a drinker, huh?" "Ha ha ha." The 2 Madaras cackled. "Ha ha." Chen Yiban just laughed along. Even when they were almost gone, they were still talking smack. Izuna had already passed out at some point. Hashirama. Time and Space Madara from this world stumbled out onto the main street of Konoha, holding a huge jug of sake. He looked at Konoha, at the masses of people entering the dream of reverse infinite Tsukuyomi, from all directions. "Ha ha 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 ha." He laughed, a wild, desolate sound. Then, he raised the jug to his lips and began to swig down the sake. Watching, Chen Yiban, Madara, and Indra understood his emotions. They understood his loneliness. They didn't say anything, but raised their own jugs in silent salute, drinking together. Chapter 1: A Chinese Ghost Story. You are listening at novelfull.audio. An imaginary ancient world. Deep in a dense forest, under the faint glow of the moon, *whoosh, star. A figure in a black robe materialized out of thin air. "Where am I?" Chen Yiban, his scarlet eyes glowing with a faint red light, scanned the surrounding trees, his voice a low murmur. He had just left the world of Naruto, Eternal Kingdom, after living there for over 30 years. Now, after 2 lifetimes, Chen Yiban was over 50. But thanks to the power of the Ten Tails Divine Tree, he had transcended the limits of mortality. Despite his age, he retained the youthful, severe look of Madara, the founder. Chen Yiban looked almost identical to when he first appeared in Konoha village in Naruto. But now, Chen Yiban had grown weary of the Naruto world. So, he used the convenience of the system to jump to a new one. Having only been in this world for about a minute, Chen Yiban had no idea what kind of place he'd landed in. Was it another familiar world like Naruto? Before Chen Yiban could even consult the system, he paused, startled. The natural energy here. Wait a minute. This isn't the same as the natural energy from the old world. It's richer, deeper, even a little strange, surpassing the Naruto world's natural energy. Chen Yiban felt a strong energy permeating the air, soil, trees, and the entire forest. It was richer and more mysterious than anything in Naruto. A different, higher-level form of natural energy. He wondered, what would happen if I absorbed this energy? Chen Yiban, unsure of his current strength, couldn't help but feel a surge of greed. The natural energy in this world's atmosphere was vast and bountiful. Suddenly, just as Chen Yiban was about to activate Sage Mode to absorb the natural energy, he heard a sound like a woman's wail echoing around him. The voice was deep and melodic, but out here in the wilderness, in the mountains and forests, it was eerie and terrifying. It would have sent a chill down the spine of any ordinary person, but one look at Chen Yiban's Sharingan eyes, as red as blood, told you he was far from ordinary. Seriously, a disdainful smile crossed the face of the black-robed Chen Yiban, his hair falling to his waist. You're trying to scare me. As soon as the words left his mouth, several ghostly figures in white robes flitted past, disappearing between the trees. An ordinary person would have been terrified and fled, but Chen Yiban's Sharingan vision easily spotted the ropes trailing behind the white-clad figures in the darkness. Lame. Chen Yiban scoffed, swish, suddenly, one of the figures dared to wave a white silk ribbon, trying to ensnare Chen Yiban. With hardly any change in his expression, Chen Yiban reached out and grabbed the silk. He felt the silk tighten in his grasp. The owner of the silk, hidden behind a large tree trunk, was trying to pull it back, maybe even trying to pull Chen Yiban down. Think you can outmuscle me? This is getting interesting. A smile spread across Chen Yiban's face. In a swift motion, he yanked the silk, pulling it and its owner forward. Ouch! Behind the tree, the silk's owner lost the tug-of-war and tumbled to the ground from a considerable height. She landed with a painful scream. Ha, ghost, what's with the tree-falling routine? Chen Yiban, his scarlet eyes wide open, folded his hands and smirked. He had heard the exclamation as she fell. It was clearly a woman, at the same time. Yuechi, are you okay? Another woman's voice, tinged with worry, called from a nearby tree. Sister, I'm fine, replied the woman Chen Yiban had pulled from the tree, slowly getting to her feet. Then, she instinctively glanced at Chen Yiban, and her eyes widened. His eyes. Chen Yiban's Sharingan blazed. The faint red glow emanating from his pupils was unmistakable in the dark night. They looked like the eyes of a devil. She felt a chill of fear run down her spine. They had only been trying to scare people by pretending to be ghosts. Now, she was the one who was scared. Freeze! Came a chorus of voices. Several figures in white robes and evil ghost masks swung down from the trees on ropes. They quickly raised their crossbows, aiming at Chen Yiban, who stood only a few feet away. Everyone was visibly startled by Chen Yiban's scarlet eyes. Yuechi, are you really alright? A beautiful figure came to the girl's side and asked with concern. They were all dressed in white and wearing devil masks. A group putting on a scary show. Heh. Go ahead, take your shot. But if I don't die, you will. Chen Yiban, hands still folded, glared at them, his tone laced with murderous intent. He, Chen Yiban, was not a nice guy. Then. Sister, look at his eyes. The sister named Yuechi grabbed the hand of her companion, staring at Chen Yiban with a mixture of fear and amazement. There was something deeply unsettling about Chen Yiban's red Sharingan glowing in the night. Chapter 2 Fu Qingfeng Fu Yuechi. You are listening at novelfull.audio. You. Are you human or some kind of ghost? That I saw those glowing red Sharingan eyes staring at Chen Yiban from about 15 feet away, the older sister asked, a little on edge, being out in the middle of nowhere and seeing a weirdo like Chen Yiban with those crimson eyes. Well, luckily, there were a lot of them. Otherwise, she'd probably have turned tail and run. Chen Yiban just scoffed. That's rich. You guys are playing ghost, and then you ask me if I'm human or a ghost. That's hilarious. That he crossed his arms, shaking his head like he couldn't believe what he was hearing. Miss Qingfeng, if you ask me, we should just take him out. The way his eyes are glowing red, even if he's not some kind of spirit, he's definitely bad news. Some of the guys in white robes and demon masks chimed in, ready to put Chen Yiban down right then and there. Why? Chen Yiban was out in the boonies, all alone, with eyes as red as blood, practically glowing. Nobody in their right mind would take him for human. No. The older sister immediately shook her head. What if he isn't a ghost or a villain? We can't just go around killing people without knowing. That she stepped forward and gave a polite bow to Chen Yiban, still about 15 feet away. Sir, we were just pretending to be ghosts to scare you off. No harm intended. She was playing it cool, neither too submissive nor too aggressive, just respectful. Hearing this, Chen Yiban didn't say a word, he just stared at her and the others with those blazing Sharingan eyes. Seeing this, everyone, lower your crossbows. Noticing where Chen Yiban was focusing those red eyes, the woman, Qingfeng, understood and told the others to lower their weapons. Miss Qingfeng, but... The guys were still worried. Naturally, they were worried about Chen Yiban. Listen to my sister, lower them for now, the woman named Yuechi added, backing up her sister. So, the others reluctantly lowered their crossbows, which had been aimed at Chen Yiban. You, just got lucky, Chen Yiban said, his tone defiant as he glared at them with his red eyes. You. Chen Yiban's words got under their skin, but they held back. The leader, Qingfeng, hadn't given the order to attack. Then, the sisters, Qingfeng and Yuechi, pulled off their demon masks, revealing their faces. Chen Yiban had been sneering at the guys with the crossbows, but when he saw the sisters take off their masks, he couldn't help but stare. Huh. Chen Yiban was taken aback. He thought to himself, Wang Zhuxian, Li Jiasen. Two famous actresses from Hong Kong. Wait a minute. Chen Yiban quickly collected himself and told himself. This isn't Earth or China anymore. These aren't those actresses. Chen Yiban stared at the two sisters, lost in thought. Meanwhile. System. Chen Yiban called out in his mind, current world, a Chinese ghost story 2, Human Road. I knew it. I didn't expect to end up in a world like this. Hearing the system's confirmation, Chen Yiban understood, but, what did those 3 dots at the end of the system prompt mean? Could there be more than one world here? Chen Yiban knew there were 3 movies in the A Chinese ghost story series. The plot unfolding in front of him seemed to be from the second one. Chen Yiban vaguely remembered Li Jiasen being in the second movie. Sir, seeing Chen Yiban staring at them with those red eyes after they took off their masks, Fu Qingfeng, the older sister, couldn't help but bow her head slightly and ask, confused. Fu Yuechi, the younger sister, seemed a little intimidated by Chen Yiban's weird eyes. After all, she and Chen Yiban had just had a little strength contest with that white ribbon, and she'd lost without a fight. You see, Fu Yuechi, the youngest daughter of Minister Fu Tianqiu, had been practicing martial arts with her sister since they were kids. Both sisters were skilled fighters and could even do some light-as-a-feather stuff. An ordinary guy, no matter how strong or skilled, couldn't take on these two sisters, but just now, Chen Yiban, Fu Yuechi felt like his strength was out of this world. Maybe this guy was really some kind of mountain spirit. Sister, let's just leave him alone, okay? Fu Yuechi wanted to get away from Chen Yiban, to which. You were just pretending to be ghosts to scare me off, right? Well, I'm not leaving. Chen Yiban suddenly smirked, like he was up to no good. You. The guys with the crossbows were so mad they almost let loose an arrow. Humph, just like I thought, you're a bad guy. Fu Yuechi grabbed Fu Qingfeng's hand and glared at Chen Yiban, whose face was still hidden in the moonlight. Guilty as charged. Chen Yiban said, a slight curl to his lip. The men raised their crossbows again, aiming at Chen Yiban from 15 feet away. Don't be hasty, Fu Qingfeng said, stopping the men. She looked at Chen Yiban, his features indistinct. Sir. Fu Qingfeng looked at Chen Yiban and those strange red eyes, wanting to say more, but. Yummy. 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 A dark shadow suddenly rushed towards Chen Yiban from behind at top speed. The sudden burst of movement caught the crossbowmen by surprise. One of them accidentally fired his arrow, which flew right past the Fu sisters and straight towards Chen Yiban. Whoosh! Chen Yiban's Sharingan eyes were full of disdain. With a quick jump, he dodged both attacks, front and back. As he jumped, Chen Yiban clearly saw, the arrow passed right through the chest of the shadow that had attacked him. It passed through with almost no resistance. What is that? Chen Yiban was intrigued. Could it really be a mountain spirit? Then. Art of Fire Release, Great Fireball Technique. Chapter 3 The Immortal Mode is activated, absorbing the aura of the Immortal World. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Art, Fire Escape. Fireball Jutsu. After dodging attacks from both sides, Chen Yiban landed and instantly formed a hand seal. He only needed one seal to cast almost any multi-seal ninjutsu. Whoosh! Chen Yiban's cheeks puffed out, and he unleashed a massive fireball, easily 20 feet in diameter. It rolled towards the spectral figure. Everyone, including Fu Qingfeng and Fu Yuechi, gaped at Chen Yiban's agility and fire-breathing ability, but... Yummy! Yummy! The black ghost ignored the great fireball technique, passing right through it, and lunged with a claw at Chen Yiban's face. Its target was clearly Chen Yiban. This ghost seemed to have some kind of phasing ability. Neither Chen Yiban's ninjutsu nor an arrow shot by one of Fu Qingfeng's people could touch it. It was completely unharmed. Physical attacks and regular chakra ninjutsu were useless against it. In the nick of time, Chen Yiban leaped back, dodging the ghost's claw. He landed on the trunk of a large tree, 30 feet away. Whoa! Fu Yuechi's jaw dropped, 30 feet in a single bound. What kind of Qingfeng is that? Incredible! Fu Qingfeng murmured, stunned. Is that a monster? One of the crossbowmen asked, his voice full of uncertainty. A real ghost, huh? Perched high in the tree, Chen Yiban's Sharingan eyes glowed red with amusement. Just then, ting star. As the ghost turned to fly back, Chen Yiban's three-tomo Sharingan locked on, his eye power flared. The ghost froze in mid-air. It was caught in a Sharingan genjutsu. Hey, why'd it stop moving? The crossbowmen were baffled. Did he do something? Fu Qingfeng and Fu Yuechi stared at Chen Yiban in the tree. They now knew he wasn't just some ordinary guy. But he didn't seem like a mountain spirit or demon either, especially since he could breathe fire, more like a legendary Taoist monk. Roar! The ghost broke free of the Sharingan's illusion. It roared at the sky. Then, hiss, star, the ghost swelled, growing from human size to a hulking 25 feet tall. It casually swatted at the tree Chen Yiban was on, shattering it. Fu Qingfeng, Fu Yuechi, and the others scrambled back in terror. They stared at the suddenly gigantic ghost in disbelief. They had stumbled upon real mountain spirits and demons. In response, whoosh, star, Chen Yiban dropped to the ground beside the tree. He slowly turned to face the towering ghost. You, really wanna dance? His crimson three-tomo Sharingan eyes glowed as he spoke. Roar, yummy. The giant ghost clearly saw Chen Yiban as a tasty meal. Ha, you wanna eat me? Be my guest, Chen Yiban said with a cold smirk. The massive black beast lumbered toward Chen Yiban. Just then. Sage Mode. Chen Yiban clasped his hands together. Golden markings slowly appeared on his face. At the same time, bang, star, a vast spiritual energy from the surrounding mountains and soil surged into Chen Yiban. This natural energy. It's amazing. Chen Yiban felt a rush. His strength, stagnant for over a decade in the Naruto world, was now being amplified. His life force was potentially breaking through to a new level. The giant beast abruptly halted its charge. Then food changed. Changed. Doesn't taste good, doesn't taste good, doesn't taste good. It sensed the change in Chen Yiban's power. Shaking its head, the giant beast stopped its advance and began to retreat. It wanted to get away from Chen Yiban. At that moment, whoosh. 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 Whoosh, *9 truth-seeking balls materialized, and something had changed about them. Faint golden lines now traced the surface of each small black sphere. Each truth-seeking ball was surrounded by a faint golden aura. Interesting. Chen Yiban, now in Sage Mode, couldn't help but laugh the moment the 9 truth-seeking balls appeared. Not yummy, not yummy. The giant ghost turned and fled. Seeing this. Ha, changed your mind about dancing? Too late. Chen Yiban smirked, *whoosh. Bang, star, with a thought, one of the golden aura truth-seeking balls shot forward, whoosh, star-dotted hit, obliterating most of the giant beast's upper body, only an arm and a small part of its torso remained. And they were being erased, bit by bit. The annihilation effect of the truth-seeking ball was relentless. Eat, eat, eat. Defeated and wounded, the giant beast staggered toward Fu Qingfeng, Fu Yuechi, and the others, who had originally looked down on them. Shoot! Shoot now! Don't let it get close! Fu Qingfeng yelled, but, swish, a golden thunder sword flashed across the distance, beheading the giant monster. As the giant head hit the ground less than 30 feet away, Fu Qingfeng, Fu Yuechi, and the crossbowmen were speechless. They stared at Chen Yiban, his Sharingan eyes wide and a golden spirit Chidori spear crackling in his hand, completely stunned. Chapter 4 10,000 Merits, Immortal Mode becomes the Normality. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Kill the evil spirit and level up. Get a high-level achievement lottery. Right now, just as dawn was breaking, Chen Yiban glanced at the system prompt in the void, visible only to his blood-red Sharingan, then he looked away. As the first rays of sunlight hit the earth, Chen Yiban stood before everyone, the rising sun at his back. He looked toward the Fu sisters, Qingfeng and Yuechi, and the others still clutching their crossbows. 9 golden-lined orbs of truth floated behind Chen Yiban. He looked mysteriously divine, bathed in the backlight. Chen Yiban once again stunned everyone present. Nearby lay the severed body of the evil spirit. As the sun touched it, the corpse dissolved into a foul-smelling black gas, vanishing into thin air. Just then, a shower of golden light fell from the sky, like shooting stars. To Chen Yiban's surprise, the golden starlight poured down on him like a miniature Milky Way. Instantly, Chen Yiban, already looking otherworldly, appeared even more divine. What is this? Chen Yiban asked, puzzled by the golden stars surrounding him. The system chimed in. Heavenly merit. This is a gift from the world for slaying a wicked evil spirit. You've earned 10,000 units of merit. Merit? Surprise flickered in Chen Yiban's eyes, then came a touch of excitement. He hadn't expected such a reward for killing the giant evil spirit. Having read ancient novels, Chen Yiban knew that merit was a good thing, a real game-changer. Rare and invaluable. To receive such a gift. Chen Yiban realized the world he now inhabited was far from simple. Meanwhile, is he a god? Watching Chen Yiban with the 9 glowing orbs floating behind him and golden merit stars swirling around him, radiating holiness, the Fu sisters and the others were awestruck, overcome with a strange sense of reverence. About an hour later, at a crumbling house called Jingqi Villa, a figure in a black robe stood on the ruined roof, fingers forming a seal. With eyes closed, he seemed to be sensing something. It was Chen Yiban. He had arrived at the righteous villa from the original plot. He jumped onto the roof to absorb the spiritual energy of this world. Chen Yiban quickly realized that the natural energy of this world was far superior to that of the Naruto world, at least for humans. In Naruto, natural energy had to be balanced with chakra. Excess could lead to disaster, like turning into a stone statue. But here, Chen Yiban found that the natural energy he absorbed was constantly blending with his chakra, enhancing his original power. Completely different from the natural energy of the Naruto world. Moreover, Chen Yiban felt that continued absorption would allow him to maintain Sage Mode permanently and use Sage Arts at any time, no need to temporarily activate it like in Naruto. Chen Yiban now tried to integrate this new energy with all his chakra, storing it in every cell of his body. After another hour, whoosh, the golden sage face paint disappeared. He had fully integrated Sage Mode into his normal state. No more face paint. Twang, Chen Yiban opened his Mangekyo Sharingan, a satisfied smile spreading across his face. Sensing his power, Chen Yiban felt he could now defeat 3 of his former selves. The power stagnation he had experienced in the Naruto world had finally been broken. Thinking about it, the smile on Chen Yiban's face, partially hidden by his long bangs, widened. Brother Ben, breakfast is ready. A clear, sweet voice called from below. Chen Yiban looked down to see Fu Yuechi holding 2 steaming buns and a bowl of rice soup, standing in the open space outside Jingqi Villa. She called to him on the roof. I don't need it. I don't need to eat, Chen Yiban replied calmly from the roof. He closed his eyes again, wanting to continue absorbing the spiritual energy. But it seemed he had temporarily depleted the area, it would take time to replenish the energy. Just then, Chen Yiban heard something and opened his Mangekyo Sharingan, glancing at the wall to his left. Sure enough, Yuechi had somehow found a ladder and was climbing onto the roof of Jingqi Villa. What are you doing here? Chen Yiban couldn't help but ask. Brother Ben, my sister asked me to bring you breakfast. Yuechi approached Chen Yiban lightly, handing him the buns and rice soup with a smile, practicing lightness skill. Indeed, Chen Yiban frowned slightly as he looked at her. I told you, I don't need to eat. Don't do unnecessary things. The breeze blew Chen Yiban's long hair around his face, partially revealing his stern features, combined with the strangely beautiful Sharingan. Yuechi, seeing him up close, was momentarily lost in thought. 10 seconds later, as Chen Yiban frowned again, Yuechi snapped out of it. Yes, but my sister told me to give it to you, so I. Yuechi still held out the food, offering it to Chen Yiban. Seeing this, Chen Yiban activated his Sharingan, looking directly at her. Now, she seemed both afraid of his blood-red eyes and fascinated by them, curiously observing the number of commas in each eye. Such boldness almost made Chen Yiban unleash the power of the Sharingan on her.